Hi, and welcome to this new Fabricville sewing tutorial. Today we are going to make kids' pajamas. I used this Butterick B6126 pattern, which proposes 4 different tops and 2 pants. We are going to make the top B and the pant F. This pattern is composed of the raglan sleeve top with a neckband, a patch pocket, and an elastic waisted band. I used this checkered flannel for the pants and this bamboo jersey for the top. To make these pajamas, you will need the pattern, scissors, pins, a chalk, a ruler, thread, elastic straps and a safety pin, and fabrics. You'll also need a steam iron and your sewing machine. To start, I'm going to place the pieces of the pattern on the fabrics, respecting the grain line. I pin, and then begin to cut. I cut out the pants and the pocket in the checkered flannel and the top in the bamboo fabric. Before removing the tissue pattern from the fabric pieces, I transfer all the markings that will be useful to assemble the pajamas. I serge the sides of the pants, the sides and the bottom of the top, and the sides of the sleeves. The first sewing step will be the patch pocket on the top. To prepare the pocket, I first make the upper hem. Then, after having pressed the seam allowances toward the wrong side, I'm going to pin the pocket on the left side of the top's front, corresponding with the notches. Then I edge stitch the pocket. For more details, I invite you to watch our previous video about patch pockets. I lay the front on the back, right sides together, and I stitch the sides from the upper edge to the notch. Then I press the seam open. To make the hem, I fold the lower edge up 2 cm and I press, helping to shape the curve. Once the hem is pressed, I stitch at 1.5 cm. I square stitch on the side seams. Now I prepare the sleeves. I fold the sleeve right side inside and I stitch. Then I press the seam open. With right sides together, I pin the sleeve to the armhole edge. I make sure to match the sleeve seam and the underarm seam. I stitch, then I serge the seam allowances together. I will make the sleeve hem after having serged the sleeve bottom. I will fold the edge up 1.5 cm and then press and stitch. It's time now to sew the neckband. First, I'm going to reinforce the inner corner of the front, stitching between the notches, and I snip. I fold the neckband right side inside and I stitch the center of the front seam, again between the notches, and I snip. I press the seam open. With wrong sides together, I fold the neckband in half and press. Then I pin it to the neck edge, matching notches and centers, stretching the band to fit. Next, I serge the seam allowances together and I edge stitch the top on the neck edge. Now I'm going to sew the pants. First, I lay the front and back pieces right sides together. And I stitch the inner leg edges. Then I press the seam open. And I pin the crotch and stitch. Then I serge the seam allowances together. Now I stitch front and back together at sides and press seams open. Then I serge the upper edge of the pants. To form casing, I turn the upper edge of the garment to inside along the fold line. I stitch close to the lower edge, leaving an opening to insert the elastic. I cut a piece of elastic at a comfortable waist measurement plus 2.5 cm. I use a safety pin to insert the elastic through the casing. I stitch ends of elastic together securely and I stitch the casing opening, stretching the elastic. To finish, I make the hem of the pants. And our pajamas are finished. Thanks for watching this Fabricville tutorial and see you soon!